forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and catch the next conversation that everyone will be talking about, only on Cool America Live.
Roxana Baldovin. Where do I even begin? She's a visual director, a maximalist mastermind, a champion of joy, and the creator of some of the most visually iconic music videos out there. If you've ever watched something and thought, wait, was that Lisa Frank's fever dream mixed with 90s rave chaos and glitter therapy? Yep, that was her. So let's get into it. As her sets are saturated in color, her stories celebrate self expression, and her message is loud and clear. Weird is wonderful and way more fun. She's building surreal worlds that somehow make more sense than reality. Roxana is redefining cool on her own terms. This is Cool America Live, and you're about to step inside a creative mind like never before. Roxana, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. I've been dying to talk to you because your work is loud and wild and never empty. It's perfect.
Thank you so much. And thank you for that beautiful intro, Lindsay. I loved it.
Of course. Um, so I knew we would vibe, obviously, but let's get straight down to the point. I have to know, what is the weirdest or most random place that you've ever pulled inspiration from?
Can I be like completely blunt on here?
Absolutely. Go for
I
it.
love to take acid and go to Disneyland. Because every ride, I'm definitely like a Disney adult to a T. Like I actually applied for a Disney adult dating show.
No
I
way.
don't know if it ever happened, but yeah. So I every time I do acid at the Disney parks, there's like a different ride that I'll vibe with.
Yeah.
And like because just like the set design and the production value of Disneyland, like people really sleep on it. Like the artistry that goes into Disneyland is insane. I actually did come up with a whole music video at the Cars ride. I did this Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas ride. It was like early in my career, but that's like that was the first time I did acid in Disneyland, and then after that I started doing it more. And yeah, so I would say that's probably not a conventional place to get inspiration from, but
But somehow it makes perfect sense.
yes, I would agree.
Yeah. Um, well, so you said you're getting all these great ideas, and we've already talked about how wild some of them are, but literally so cool. Has there ever been an idea for you that kind of felt too wild?
An idea that felt too wild.
Even
I think that sometimes I'll have to like save idea for in terms of like music videos or commercials.
Mhm.
I probably have to like save some ideas because I know that like the client wouldn't vibe with it. But I don't think there's ever something in my mind ever too wild because I feel like we live on like a floating rock in space, so it's already pretty wild and we're like talking to each other from 6,000 miles away right now. So life is meant to be wild.
Honestly, I never even thought of it that way. You're like
Yeah.
living on this big rock, which is pretty wild. You are right. It's
And there's always like someone that will match, that will understand whatever wildness I'm trying to convey, I feel like, you know?
right. I agree because it comes across so well. And it's wild but so put together. It's
Yes,
it's great. It feels chaotic, but obviously it's intentional.
definitely.
So
Cohesion chaos.
absolutely. So when talking about your clients, you actually have directed people with some very big personalities.
Mhm.
So while you're directing them, those huge personalities, how do you keep your voice intact?
I think that for the most part, like it's not even the big personalities that are hard to navigate, it's their teams
Gotcha.
because like their teams are so protective of them. And, you know, sometimes it's happened too where it's like the team doesn't even want you to like talk to the artist, like they work as like a liaison. But then like the artist will be like, "Excuse me, wait, what'd she say?" Or like the artist like wants to connect, you know, because I feel like oftentimes A-listers and superstars are like they're like closed off from the world, so like they actually crave that human interaction, you know?
I could see that. I
Yeah.
really could because you're right. It's hard to even get in contact with them, so we don't even really know, like, is this them doing it or is it their
Right.
team. So, wow. Yeah. But it, I mean, and it's all about collaboration.
Exactly. So like I've never had, you have to just treat everyone like they're human, you know? And especially because like I said, they crave that. And I've never had a bad interaction or like I've never had to be like, oh whoa, I gotta watch how I am with anyone, you know? It's
That's,
always been pretty gravy.
I love that.
Yeah.
But and it's so wonderful that you have found that balance. Like, you're obviously making space for them, but you're not shrinking yourself. And
Yeah.
that is so hard to do. So kudos to you for nailing it every time.
Yeah.
Um, you have such an air of confidence about you, but it's so not arrogant in any way. You're so grounded and humble. Like, how do you maintain that?
Maintain what?
Your The way that you are, how humble you are, but this growing confidence that you have. Like, how do you balance those two?
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, people actually always tell me they're like, you're so humble, like you need to like, talk your shit more, I guess. Which I feel like, yeah, I probably should. But then it's also like, if I think about like the things that I want to do or the things that I'm striving for, it's like I haven't even really scratched the surface of where I want to go. And I feel like what I'm doing is always like what I was meant to do, I guess, or like
Yeah,
uh I mean it's also like the only thing I've ever known. Like I haven't had a 9 to 5 or a corporate job since I was like 23. So I'm just like there's no other like there's no plan B. Like this is the plan, you know?
yeah.
So
And sometimes I think you just have to make that plan and just go for it regardless.
But I
Like,
will say I did have an ego death at like 24. So I started directing like professionally like with labels and stuff when I was 20, I guess when I was 24, yeah. And I got a lot of big projects like back to back to back to back, and I remember I did this project for Trey Songz and I had like $500,000 in my bank account because I was producing my videos at the time too. So I was like paying people out of that bank account. And I thought I made it. Trey Songz, like, like working these big budgets. And so I kind of walked onto set with a little bit of arrogance, I would say, or like kind of feeling like, and I quickly got humbled from that experience of like, I don't know, it's crazy because there's even like these A-list actors that have this like moment where they're killing it and then like 5 years later they can't get work, So I feel like in this industry you can never be too like high on yourself because or like thinking that you like are never going to come down because you never know where your next job is going to come from.
absolutely.
So
Yeah. And it's like that survival mode that you're
yeah,
in. Mhm.
exactly.
I get that. And it's hard. It would be hard. I mean, you're 24.
Right.
You literally crushed it. You're working with some huge names.
Mhm.
I'm You have a right to be a little like, good job.
Yeah, it was like in 1 month I did like Kalani, Little Uzi, Lupe Fiasco, Trey Songz, PNB Rock, like all within like the span of 2 weeks, which to this day I still haven't had like that quick of a run like that. And so yeah, like I don't know, I just remember like walking on set with this air of like, yeah, I can get my makeup done like in front of the artist, by the makeup, like by the makeup team. Like, no, baby, you're behind the camera. You can't do that. I still like get my makeup done by the makeup team on set, but it'll be like quickly and like during a break and like no one's watching. You can't be doing that in front of the whole crew. Like, what? No.
It's great. And you deserved it. You put a lot of work into it.
Exactly. Thank
Get
you.
that makeup done.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Um, so your work, how joyful it is and how, elaborate. Is that always intentional, or does things like happen in the middle and you're like, yeah, let's roll with this?
No, I think that I realized over time I'm definitely like a stylized person in terms of like I did do a run and gun video recently, like as in like just running and gunning it, right?
Mhm.
And it was cool because I hadn't done that in a while, but I do like the like controlled environment and I also like yeah, like the things that I do are not sometimes you could do like on the fly, but for the most part, it's like there's like weeks of planning and building and like figuring it out. So they don't exactly call for like, oh, let's do it on the fly type of vibe, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yes, and I want to hear all about this one woman show because I have looked it up and I'm so bummed that it's not near me.
Where do you
I
live?
I live in South Carolina.
Oh, you're in South Carolina. Yeah, no, not
I
near
do.
you.
We go South Carolina to New York, so it's
Okay, cool.
between the two. So I'm just like, I have to know all about it. So what sparked this idea?
What sparked this idea? I guess what sparked it was seeing that that's how Fleabag started.
Okay.
Um, because the show Fleabag, yeah, she got her show from a one woman show, and I was like, what's a one woman show? I couldn't even like fathom what that meant at the time. And I had been working on this show, on this TV series for a few years. And it's kind of like when you're a music video commercial director, people think that you can't do narrative. They're like, how are you going to translate that into narrative? Or like, and also I wanted to play myself, right? Or this like super exaggerated version of myself, right? And they were like, well, you haven't acted, so we're gonna need to get someone else to do it. And there was like, and then I wanted to film a pilot by myself. And they're like, well, you've done so much in your career so far, we're gonna get you money. Like it's just, it's all smoke and mirrors Hollywood of like basically like everybody telling you stuff, and it's like no one's gonna come and save you unless you do it on your own. And yeah, I don't know. I guess like in a way I do sometimes use drugs for creativity. And so I got really high on a weed pill, like this like edible weed pill one night, and I wrote my epilogue, my last song in the whole show. It's called My Dream Is My Way, and it's to the tune of New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. And I wrote that song. I don't know where it came from in me, but I wrote that, and then I was like, "Okay, I don't know what this is." But then I started writing more songs. I wrote like 4 different songs. Like the next one was my intro song, which is Roxy to the tune of Lucky by Britney Spears. Like there's a story of a girl named Roxy. Um, and yeah, then I was like, "All right." Like I basically had to take solo classes, and like I started doing groundlings improv. But even to this day, like my whole show, I've like been looking at it and I'm like, because I kind of was like poking at it a little bit like over the course of a couple years. Like as a creative, we have like a lot of things we're doing at once. Um, but I look at it and I'm like, this literally just like was channeled through me. Like I don't know where it came from, how it came, but it came, and I'm super proud of myself for it. So
Yeah, and you should be. I love that.
yeah.
Uh, so is this come about because did it start with a story that you wanted to tell or a feeling that you really wanted people to take away with it?
Um, it's interesting because so it started as like, oh, I'm gonna take my TV show and I'm gonna make it a one woman show. But then the more I get into writing the one woman show and just like allowing, I guess, myself to be channeled into like whatever it was that I was writing, it became its own story. So I think that it's definitely now, as a package of what it is, I think that it's definitely like a feeling that I want to give people of like, yeah, going back to your inner child, seeing what is it that they wanted for themselves, and like, you know, I hope that it is a mirror for people into their own lives of like, you know, recognizing I guess the demons we have. Like I play my insecurity at one point, and then actually it's funny you mentioned confidence because the protagonist of my story, the heroine of my story, is my inner confidence, Miss Connie Fidanza. She's a burlesque mermaid. And yeah, ooh, I love your facial expressions.
I love that so much.
Yeah, so my inner confidence, not to give it away, but she does kill my insecurity at the end of the story. And so yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would like people to because I feel like my confidence, I was on a reality TV show and I've used this in the show as well. My confidence, even though I want everybody to be as confident as I am in myself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you, even though I don't feel like I'm cocky or arrogant or anything like you said, but it was used kind of as like a weapon against me when I was on reality TV of like, oh, she's so confident, but like, what can we really do about that or whatever. And so, it kind of made me sad because I was on this show that I felt like was supposed to empower women.
Mhm.
And so the fact that they were kind of looking down on that, you know, it was a little disheartening to me. And so yeah, I want everybody to be as confident in themselves. I want people to look at it and be like, "All right, I'm going to believe in what 8-year-old me wanted for themselves too." And then go after it.
I absolutely love that. Thank you for saying that because that's something everybody really needs to hear. And like you said, but people are threatened by confidence. And
Yes,
that's what happened with you. Like they're trying to stifle you because they're threatened by you.
right.
Because and it probably stems from a place where they don't feel that confidence themselves. And I just think that that is so wonderful about you. And that's just like you just put out this great energy and it's wonderful. Like I said, you're so confident and you're just also so down to earth. Like
Yeah.
it's really crazy to me. Um,
Thank you.
so I have to ask because I want to see this show so badly. But I know with the videos, the music videos, like you can do these like hyper saturated, surreal visual things. How does that play out and translate to live performance? Is it harder?
Well, I mean, I would my inner confidence was a burlesque mermaid, so I think that the surrealism doesn't really leave me.
True.
And it's funny because that character didn't even exist when I signed up to make my show.
Mhm.
Like, I hadn't done burlesque before I signed up to do my show, right? And so I'm like, "Oh shit, I have a month and a half to become a burlesque dancer." And initially my like Pinterest board of like what it was gonna be was the classic, like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in a martini glass like Dita Von Teese," because I wasn't really like myself thinking outside the box. I was just thinking of like the basic references.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know where it came from, but I'm a mermaid, so I was like, "All right, let's do this."
Love
Um,
it.
but yeah, I think that I don't know, I've gone through a lot of darkness in my life. I've had a lot of like I have a lot of trauma and stuff, and so I feel like that's never something that I want to necessarily portray on the screen. Like even if you like talk about it whatever, I feel like, we at least for me like I like there's this part of like, you want to escape in the movies, right? Or like you want to escape in what you see. And so I like to do things that are a little like different, I guess, in that regard, like
Mhm.
so even like with the stuff that was like I guess in and of itself, I'm playing my grandmother and I'm playing 8-year-old me. So even though we were like in a pretty like basic like, it was shot in LA, but it looks like Brooklyn, right? Like even though we're like in a basic outdoor, like no set design, very regular place, it's like you still have a split screen of me playing 8-year-old me and my 75-year-old grandma. So like I guess it's still pretty surreal.
It is, absolutely. I think it's beautiful.
Thank
Um,
you.
and it's inspiring too, so that's wonderful.
Yes.
And there's really something like inherently vulnerable about doing this solo. Was that kind of terrifying at first or more free?
Oh, yeah. No, super terrifying. And I kept on like, well, okay, like there's a few things. Because number one, yeah, I was absolutely petrified. And they say follow the fear. Like if you're scared of something, it means you're meant to go do it. So do it. And obviously it's easier said than done. But then, I kept on seeing people like the more that I was in this solo show community, the more that I was meeting people that were doing the solo shows. And I was meeting these people that you would never think would do a solo show, right?
Mhm.
And I would see them do their show and I'm like, "Okay, if they could do it, you could do it." And I just kept on like telling which is maybe that's like not good to compare yourself, but I just kept on like seeing these people on stage and I was just like telling myself like there's so many people that are doing this, like you can do it. And yeah, I'm like now I feel like okay, and by the way, like I'm not a great singer, like, I haven't like danced in so long. So it's not like I'm out there being like the best at any of this. And I guess that's also what's so scary about it, also because with live performance, it's like you never know. Like every show that I did 5 performances. Every show that I did, there was something that was like the best about it, and there was something that like could have been done better or like was done better in another show. Um and yeah, so it was just like a very cool process, to like and also the audience never knows what you know.
Right.
about like whatever I'm in my head about, like they don't see that.
Mhm.
So it's cool. I definitely healed my inner child from this whole experience. So it's very
Well, I
cool.
love that for you, and I think that's
Thank you.
incredible. And
Thank you.
also the fact that, I know you had said there's a million other people out there doing this, and you don't think you're the best at this or that, but the fact that that is the truth, like that you feel that way and the people are coming and they see this raw version of you is so just beautiful, and it makes people feel connected, and I
Yeah.
think that's something that is missing a lot of the time. So
Thank
I think that's wonderful that you put yourself out there like that because it definitely inspired people, I'm sure.
thank you.
Absolutely. Um, did was there anything that you had put in this show that okay, I guess I would reword that question. Redo. Was there a time that you have said, what was the point was the hardest for you to portray? Like, trying to
Say again.
so which there was a part of if there's a part of the show, any part of the show that was really more terrifying than the others?
Um, More terrifying than the others. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing of like putting yourself out there and like telling your story. Cause yeah, there were points where I was like, sorry,
Mm,
I don't know if that like affects you if you hear that. So I'm
I
just,
can't hear anything.
oh, never mind. It's like beeping from the kitchen. Anyways, um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I think that the whole thing is terrifying really in terms of like putting yourself out there. And there were times where I was like, why I'm insane. Why am I doing this? Nobody's asking for this. Like, nobody is telling like, it's like I was putting this pressure on myself. I was working the 20-hour days to like literally vomit out my whole life story in front of people. And so I think the hardest part really was like having an ending for the story and then also figuring out what would be on the screen versus what would be on the stage, you know?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but we figured it out.
I
So
like that.
there's parts where like I talk to myself like my screen self is talking to my stage self.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I like that. I really am. I just the way you talk about it is even more incredible than reading about it.
Thank
I love it. It because
you.
I get to feel it more. It's
Right.
great. Okay, so we're gonna have some fun with this one because
Okay.
there's so it's a total pivot though. If your
Okay.
if your aesthetic had a scent, what would it be?
If my aesthetic had a scent,
Mhm.
I mean, like, my favorite scent in the world is, like, jasmine, but I don't feel like my aesthetic would be jasmine. I feel like it'd be jasmine and, like, a sandalwood, because there is this, like, hippie psychedelic element to it, I feel. Um, and yeah, like a Nug Champa. But it wouldn't be a full Nug Champa because it would have to be like a luxe Nug Champa. So it would
Oh,
be like a Nug Champa that like if like Hermes made a Nug Champa flavored thing, I would say. Yeah.
love it.
That's my aesthetic. Thank you. I love it too.
I think it would be great, and I'm ready for the candle.
Me too. Hermes collab coming soon.
Yes, that's your next project.
Love it.
Yep. And if your show had a merchandise table, what would be the most ridiculous or perfect item for sale?
Um, if I had a merch table, um,
At your one woman show.
yeah. Most ridiculous? Um, I don't oof,
Just
that's a good one.
like a perfect one.
I mean, I mean, this is basic, but I'm definitely gonna have lighters. Because I did see another girl that was giving lighters out. And I was like, that's fucking perfect. Because it's merch that people will use, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, but you know, it would be cool to like somehow incorporate the like mermaid-esque vibe, or like I'm thinking of like pasties or something, like
Mm.
something in that realm, but I don't know yet, you know?
I like the pasties idea because honestly,
Yeah.
it's like so you. And
Thank you.
nobody else would think to do that.
Yeah, so I have to think of a way, because I hate merch that is merch that is just a waste, you know, in
Right.
terms of like people just give you stuff that like you're never gonna wear. You're gonna like it's just a waste
Yeah.
of everything. So when I make merch, I want it to be merch that people are actually going to want to use and wear or whatever. So it's not just going to be like manic, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be like, oh, maybe I would have, because I don't know if you saw that I did like the new old Newport ad, but
Yeah.
right. So I maybe I would do like a cigarette case or something, or like a vape or something. I don't vape, but people vape.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
would be like a vape case that was like alive with pleasure. Ooh, you're really getting me to think today. Thank you.
You know what? Anything I can do to help? I'm
I
in.
love it.
Well, sometimes talking about it's the best way to get those ideas flowing.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, no, I think those are great. Really great ideas. I like
I
that.
wonder how much it would cost for me to make a vape case, because that's I feel like people are like
Yeah.
crazy about
That
their
goes with
vape.
the lighters, sort of, in a way. It's like
Exactly.
snacks, you know?
Exactly.
So when
Yeah.
they're not vaping and they're doing,
Yeah.
you know, a lighter.
Yeah, but I'm really proud of myself for the art. I mean, shout out Dak. Dak Creates. He like did a lot of my a lot of like the posters and stuff. But he like really made that alive with pleasure ad look really good. So I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
And you don't see those old cigarette ads anymore. So I feel like if I could incorporate that onto onto like some sort of a thing, that would
Mhm.
be cool. Because on a lighter, you can't, it's too small, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah. It's not gonna give you what like the aesthetic you
exactly.
wanted. Yeah, so no, I'm down with that. I think it's great, and I know exactly what you're saying when you want to incorporate that because it's so
Right.
much part of the show and it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
and nobody, you're right, nobody has seen it in so long and it would stand out. And
Yeah.
just like you, it's perfect. Is there something in your, so even in your music videos, and I mean, it could transfer to the stage, but is there something that you always put in like a little signature, even though if people don't realize it? Do you have that? Like a Easter egg?
Um, Not like really. I mean, back in the day, the Easter egg was me. Like I was cameoing in all my videos. Um, so I'm in the Doja Cat video. I'm the Lyft driver.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I would say I am the Easter egg.
You are the Easter egg,
Yes.
as you should be.
Yes.
Very vibrant Easter egg, and I love it. Um, if you could build something even more immersive, like a full-on experience. Let's say Disneyland, right?
Yeah, I have a theme park. I have a deck for a theme park.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear about it. I wanna know.
Um, it's called Pangean, and it's the world's most sustainable theme park. Um, and yeah, it's I feel like it's the type of thing that's gonna happen when I'm like 50. Although now with AI, honestly, it's in the it's on my to-do list, but you know, to-do lists are very long. Um, but I think now with AI video, I could probably just like create it totally visually. Um, but yeah, I learned so much from Disneyland as a kid, and so I feel like it's definitely a place where like kids would learn about like, you know, spirituality and indigenous cultures, and it would be carnivore friendly, not vegetarian friendly. So like we serve meat, but like that's an add-on, you know?
Got it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I have a few very cool rides in there. There's like a DNA double helix coaster. Um,
Digging this idea.
what?
I'm digging this. I really am.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff. And you know what? If you post this and someone takes it, I'll be like, refer back to the interview where you heard it and took my idea, honey.
Right? No, they will not steal anything. Make sure.
No, they can't. You would need about $100 million ad minimum to create
Well,
my theme park. So I
if
don't think
they
anyone.
did, it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as yours.
Thank you.
So, so in that same kind of park, for lack of better words,
Oh, it
what
is a park.
yeah, but what's a medium that you haven't really touched yet, but you're dying to touch?
A medium that I haven't touched. I mean, I think that everything I've wanted to touch, I've touched.
Mhm.
But in terms of like going into it, I mean, yeah, ride design, honestly, yeah, like someone get me a fucking internship at a theme park. Like, I really want to be a part of theme park design. I really do. And I think about
You'd be
theme
so
park.
good at it.
Thank you. No, I actually think about rides all the time in terms of like, yeah, what would be a good I need to go to the D23 Expo this year. But like, yeah, I think about like what rides would work for what when I see a movie or like not only that, just even like on the street sometimes I'm like, oh, that would be a good ride. So I guess theme park design is definitely a medium I would love to explore that I have not even scratched the surface of. I roller coaster tycoon when I was a child.
Mm, yeah. Well, I mean, technically, you're building worlds in
Yes,
everything that you do
exactly.
already. And I think you would be fantastic at it. You've got the mind,
Thank you.
you've got the creativity. I mean, you're there. I
Thank
agree.
you.
Somebody get her a job
Yeah. Yes.
designing roller coasters because I want to go.
We
Well,
need to cut this
person,
into a TikTok reel that I'm going to post,
do it.
and see who can get me in there.
I love it. Absolutely. We need to.
Yeah.
All right, I want to have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I've been having so much fun.
Me too. Okay, this is we're gonna do a quick fire round. Okay, so just first thing that comes to mind, let it out. Okay. What is a color combo that should be illegal but totally works?
Lately, I've been really into like purple and red, like lavender and red. Like even I have this jacket. Hold on, I have to show you. Like I have this jacket because I'm in London and it's freezing. But
Yeah,
this, I've been like rocking a lot of stuff with this jacket. And it's not a color combo that you think would work, but like it works. I don't
it
know.
really does work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks so you. I love that.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay, what is the best advice you ever ignored?
I started ignoring it recently and I should have ignored it way sooner, but focus on one thing.
How do you do that?
How do you focus on one thing?
Yes. And
Well,
only
I was like super focused on directing my whole 20s. But it's like I am an actress and I'm a host, like a podcast talk show host and like a personality and you know, writing too. I mean, writing I think goes with directing, but yeah, like I feel like there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, don't act if you're directing." And it's like, do you see our industry? Like everybody is acting and writing and directing and producing. So,
Mhm. Absolutely. And if your style were a meal, what would we be eating?
a meal.
Yeah. If your style was a
Oh
meal.
my God, if my style was a meal, it would be an omakase where you don't know what you're getting, but you know that it's going to be luxe and you're going to be eating well. 5-star Michelin omakase.
Love it.
And you're going to get some weird shit in there. Like you're going to get a sea urchin and you're going to be scared to eat it, but you're going to try it and it's going to be delicious. You know what I mean?
Yes. It definitely sounds like it fits.
Yes.
For-
Thank you.
what is an accent that you secretly wish you had?
And I wish that I had like I wish English was not my first language and probably like Brazilian,
Mhm. Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
I would say English. Like I always thought an English accent was cute.
Yeah, they are. I agree.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like Australian and Scottish
Yeah.
as well. Like Scottish is crazy.
It
Like
is.
Scottish accents, I'm like, whoa, you know?
It
But
really is.
mm, I'd rather be foreign, like
Yeah.
foreign.
Okay. Me too. Okay. If you had a drag persona, what would your name be and what would your vibe be?
If I was a drag queen,
Hmm.
oh, if I was a drag queen, I used to have this and now I can't remember what my drag name was.
You actually had one?
Yeah, I've like thought about it before. Again, probably super stoned. Like, I don't know. I'm one of those people that like if I'm like doing anything like druggy, it's because I'm like getting creative on it.
I
Fuck.
love it.
Oh my God, what was my drag name? Well, I know if you do the thing that's like your first pet and the first street you lived on, it'd be Sheba Foulmouth, which is cool, but no. What is my drag name? This is oh my God. God, hold on. I might have put it in a note on my phone. I know you said rapid fire, but I'm like, I know
No, and
I've had this
creativity
before.
takes time. Okay.
What?
I said creativity takes time.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm really
Um,
excited about this, and I literally would have never thought you already had one. That makes so much sense
I
now.
don't know. It's not in my phone, but I think already the name Roxy is already like pretty draggy. But oh my God, I don't know. Oh God, that's a hard one, man. I'm gonna be thinking about that.
Well, you
And
have
I'm
to let me know. I have to find
I'm
out.
I'm gonna I'm gonna come back to you for sure, but like slutty couture or something, something
See, I have
like.
like Jessica Rabbit vibe for you. Yeah.
I have yet to do that for Halloween, and I really like. I actually ordered a Jessica Rabbit costume like 2 or 3 years ago, and then it never came. They were like, "Oh, we're back ordered," and I'm like, "Okay, well, Halloween's in like 5 days, so forget it." But yeah, that she's definitely
Yeah, I
an
see it.
inner.
It brings the vixen out of you.
Ooh,
I love
thank you.
it. Yay!
Ooh,
I
I
want okay,
love
so now
it.
you have a Halloween costume. We have a theme park. We're working on the drag name,
Yeah,
but I
Vixen
feel like
Benet or
yeah.
something. Like I don't know, like Vixen Benet sounds cool, like John Benet Ramsey, but like
I
Vixen
love
Benet. I don't know. I have to think about it. This is a good one.
yeah, I'm really excited about that because I have to know
What's
now.
your drag name?
Oh gosh, I've never thought of it. I don't know. I honestly
Um,
never really thought of it. I mean, I'm sure I have. I know I have. I just literally can't remember anything these days.
yeah, it's
Um,
okay.
but no, I'll get back to you on that too because I'm gonna
Okay,
think of a
perfect.
really, really good one.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna try at least.
Love it.
Yay! Um, so I have just a couple more questions, and I'm really sad because I don't want it to end. I'm having so much fun.
Me too.
Yeah. Um, what is something that you find genuinely cool about America?
How many different cultures there are and like how diverse it is, because a lot of countries are pretty monotonous. So I definitely think that that's a cool part about America.
Yeah, I love it.
True
So
melting pot.
melting pots.
Yes.
We say that a lot, and even in America, you are here a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
say that because it is. There's so many different people and so many walks of life that you're never going to get bored.
Yeah, exactly. There's always like someone or something to learn about.
Yes, absolutely. Um, I have to know too, do you have like a before you went on stage to do your one woman show, did you have like a routine before you did it?
What do you mean, like a ritual or something?
Yeah, like something that you did to like prepare yourself, calm the nerves, anything you did to like
Yeah, the first time I did my show, because I was like, oh my fucking God, this is fucking crazy. The first time I did it, I definitely did a little like listen to a meditation.
Mhm.
Like they were like doing my makeup, and I was like, I need to listen to like a guided meditation and just like shh, you know.
Yeah.
But after that, no, I probably should have a pre-stage ritual, but it's really just like drinking water.
Hey, gotta stay hydrated first and
Yeah,
foremost. We don't want to pass out.
literally.
Absolutely. Oh, and so I have to know because I've seen that you have been to almost every livable continent
Yeah,
and have gone to what, 60 different countries?
something like that. I'm crossing another one off my bucket list next week. I'm so excited.
Going.
I'm going to Scotland.
Good for you.
For Edinburgh for Fringe, like for my show basically. Like I'm not performing there, but it's the biggest theater festival in the world, so I'm gonna like, check out the vibes.
Yeah. And you're gonna crush it, own it,
Thank
whatever
you.
the vibe is going to be. Was there a favorite place that you had?
Um, Favorite, I think that Egypt transformed me the most.
Ooh,
Um, but I think I love Thailand. I would say my overall favorite though, honestly, Mexico.
really?
Mexico is super underrated. Like I think that there's like, and I think it's just because it's so close to us, we forget about it. But I just think that Mexico is so beautiful and there's like so many different pockets of it and it's like so different everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I've been on 3 road trips through Mexico.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've seen different parts.
Yeah, like you've seen it all.
Yes.
That's really cool.
I
Yeah.
do also love Australia and I like can't wait to get back there.
See, that's one place I've never been. I've never been to Australia, but I really want to go. I
Yeah.
think it would be so cool. So is there a place that you really, really want to go and you haven't made it there yet?
Yes. My top 3 right now are Sri Lanka, the
Ooh,
Philippines, and Antarctica, obviously. I mean, India is like, I say Sri Lanka, not India, because I just feel like India is gonna be like, I know I've lived many lives there, and I just feel like it's too grand of a like it'll be overwhelming how so India is like forever my number one, but I'm like not even ready to embark on that.
yeah.
So separate of India, the other places I said.
Perfect.
So I
Well,
guess Asia is calling me.
I think so. But I think I've heard such amazing things about Sri Lanka.
Really?
Yeah, I
Cool.
actually have. I've heard it's beautiful there.
Yeah, it's like an
I've
Indian
never,
island. So
yeah. So I think, yeah, that's really great. Um, and then I want to know for, we talked about what's cool about America, but now I want to know, can we narrow it down? Like, what is one really cool thing about you that most people don't know? Fun
uh,
fact.
a fun fact about me. Um, I don't know. I'm definitely like a nerd, I feel like. Like I don't know, I have a lot of interests in terms of like I don't know, I'm like a super bookworm. So like I really love literature and I feel like I can't really talk about books with a lot of people or like I've always said I'm going to do a book club and I think when I get back to LA I'm going to like be way more vigilant on social media and I'm going to start recommending books on TikTok. But yeah, I would say definitely being like I think the coolest thing about me as a personality trait that I wish more people would have is just like being open-minded and like just saying yes to the experiences because it doesn't even mean like a physical experience. I mean even like having a conversation with someone or like hearing about a different way of life or like I don't know, just I feel like that's something cool. But yeah,
Mm.
reading books and like I'm really into languages, but I feel like people know that about me. Um but yeah, just I get lost in knowledge, I guess. I'm also a trivia freak. Had I won a college scholarship for being on the academic bowl in my college. And then last year I was like moderating like high school and college tournaments. And I'm a part of this group called the Learned League, and it okay, this is super nerdy.
I love nerdy.
I'm a part of this thing called the Learned League, and like basically it's like it's the premier trivia league of the world, and it takes like weeks and months. It takes months to get accepted, and basically they ask you like 6 questions a day, and you're competing against other people. And I'm really upset because I think I got kicked out because basically it was happening. I mean, hopefully I didn't, but basically I got accepted during my show, like during the craziness of my show. And so I kind of like basically if you like don't do like 6 days of it, they might like not invite you back. And I just kept on like forgetting to do it because it was my show. I was like literally 20-hour days every day. So I don't know. Hopefully I'll get back for next season. I'm gonna beg them, but if I don't, then it was fun while it lasted, Learned League.
I think that is so cool because I'm also a nerd. I was a teacher.
Oh,
Actually, yeah,
cool.
I taught for about 15 years,
What did you teach?
elementary school.
I would have loved you as my teacher.
Creative brain, and
Yes.
you would have been a great teacher, I feel like.
Thank you. I do actually do want to teach a college course.
You
I
should.
have a dream. It's called 1950s and Counterculture in America, and it's just about like Vonnegut and Hunter S. Thompson and like Catch 22, like all the like 1950s like Aldous Huxley, like all the literary guys that were coming out of like the counterculture movement in America. So
I think you should. I really do. I think
that's like, yeah, I know. There's so many things I want to do that I'm like, okay, that'll be when I'm 50. That'll be when I'm 60. But like the time is now also. So I mean, probably not to be a teacher, but like at least to be a teacher on TikTok.
there you go. I mean, you can totally do that. I just love that you have this drive. Like you want to do everything. And I am so inspired by that. I think it's so amazing. And it is so cool. That's also cool about you. But
Thank you. You've inspired me. Like I have like you've inspired me like 5 times in this conversation already.
good.
So thank you for
Anytime you need it, you just hit me up. I
yes.
got your back.
And I love your accent, by the way.
Oh, really? I have an accent.
When I was younger, I wanted a Southern accent so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, yes, I love your accent.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even know I had
Yeah, a little twang.
a little one. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, I have to ask you because I'm a total book nerd too. So
Mhm.
what's your favorite book?
My favorite book, that's tough, but fiction wise, I would say Sirens of Titan by Vonnegut. Also, I read this book called Reincarnation Blues. That's amazing. It came out in 2017. But it's about this basically like everyone has 10,000 lives before they reach nirvana, and this guy's on his 9,995th life. But he's in love with death, so he keeps on reincarnating. And the problem, it's such a visual story, and I want to adapt it for the screen so bad, but I think someone optioned it last time I checked, and I'm like, who the fuck found this random ass book? Like I found it at my friend's house. But the last time that a person was in love with like a person was in love with spring, and then spring got pregnant, and then like the flowers like bloomed all over the earth. And so basically like their love is forbidden, death and a person, but it's just like a really beautiful, beautiful story. Like I want to read it again. And then for nonfiction, Many Lives, Many Masters will tell you about your past lives. Well, it did for me. I don't know. Like it's about Many Lives, Many Masters. So this hypnotist takes on, well, actually he's not a hypnotist. He's a therapist that doesn't believe in hypnotherapy at all. I don't know how he ends up getting persuaded to hypnotizing this woman, but this woman has all these issues. Like she's super anxious, like just scared of everything. And then she does this hypnotherapy, and everything that traumatized her came from her past lives. Like her husband actually killed her in a past life. And like, I don't really remember all the details, but as I was reading it, I made sense of my own things. Not only like negative things, also like, why are you obsessed? Like I have a house in Puerto Rico, right? And I love the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Why do I love the Caribbean? Like when I was in Puerto Rico, I felt in my bones, I knew exactly where my family in a past life lived. Like even with India, like just you like if you read this book, I feel like if you read it the right way, you will understand yourself better.
I'm definitely going to read those books because
Yes, 11 out of 10.
they sound like my kind of book.
Cool.
I really am going to look them up once we are done here. I'm not even.
What are your favorite books?
Honestly, I'm not a huge nonfiction reader because I need that creativity
Love
spark.
it.
Um, oh man, there's so many books, but I have a favorite author. I love James Patterson. I just think
Okay.
he's so good. And I love that like thriller mind. Like I want somebody to I don't want to ever guess what's coming. That's what I need.
You're like, I want it to be predictable. Let's go.
Not at all. So yeah, so I just read a lot of books like that, honestly. And then well, I just got this new book. It is nonfiction. It's called The Artist's Way. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I
Yeah,
have that
it's
book.
so good. It's
It's
good.
amazing. I feel like it's more of like a workbook too, because like you could
It
like
is.
pick it up and put it down and like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. It's
Also,
very immersive.
my dad loved James Patterson, so I love that you said that because I'm like, oh, he's in the room with us right now.
I love that. Yes. He's the best. He really is the best author. I think he's incredible.
Well, I'm gonna check him out.
You should. I love it. You might like it, actually.
I probably will. It's crazy because I feel like I like that you said you don't really like nonfiction because I feel like a lot of people usually prefer nonfiction, and I feel like I took up a break from from fiction, and then the last couple of years I started reading fiction again, and I'm like, I miss this world. I miss this like pretend world.
I know. And that's why I like it because it is like it's an escape,
Exactly.
total escape. You
Which
can
is what I try to do in my work as well. Let's escape.
yeah, and you crush it every single time. So you can be the James Patterson of music videos.
I
I
will
think
take
that could be it. That could be like your alter
that.
ego or something.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Well, I really hate that this conversation's coming to an end because I'm having so much fun and you are truly
Yes.
an incredible person.
Thank
Um,
you.
so I just want to say thank you so much for sitting down with us. It's been
Yes, thank you.
Roxana Baldovin doesn't just direct visuals. She creates entire worlds. Worlds where color isn't just decoration, it's declaration. Where being too much isn't a flaw, it's a fucking flex. She's the kind of artist who reminds you that chaos can be intentional, weirdness can be sacred, and joy can be revolutionary. Roxana shows up. It shows us what it looks like to take up space with no apology, and in doing so, she makes room for the rest of us to do the same. If you felt something today, hold on to it. Let it spill into your own art, your own voice, your own story. This is Cool America Live. I'm Lindsay Vetterell, and glitter is now a lifestyle. Want early access to celebrity interviews? Want your question asked on air with a personal shout out? This isn't just watching, it's becoming part of the show. We've got A-list guests, rising stars, and raw, unfiltered convos you won't find anywhere else. Hit that subscribe button now and turn on all notifications so you don't miss your moment. Welcome to the Cool America Live family, where your voice really matters.